InfoWars host and political commentator Owen Shroyer has been in prison, federal prison, by the way. Oh, and even more specifically, solitary confinement since October 25th. He is set to be released here very, very shortly, within the next couple of days. I think December 9th, after all, is when the update is. Oh, no, I'm sorry, December 8th. He will be out on Friday, which is fantastic because his crime, well, I think we'll eventually get to that because I'm not even entirely sure. It's kind of, well, it's interesting, right? He knows Alex Jones, and that's high crimes and misdemeanors in and of themselves, but he did something on January 6th. Don't know specifically for sure. Did he go into the Capitol? No. Did he instruct other people to go into the Capitol like Ray Epps? No, of course not. Because Ray Epps didn't go to jail, so of course, and it's like, why would Owen Shroyer go to jail for something that, Ray Epps did? No, he did even less than that. InfoWars host Owen Shroyer has been placed in solitary confinement to begin his 60 days in prison. As you obviously know, that's been cut a little bit short, probably for good behavior, because this is federal pen, right? There's no parole. You don't end up doing the whole 50-day or 50% stint like you normally would in state lockup. But when it comes to the feds, if you're on good behavior, you'll only end up serving 85 to 90% of the time. So the math does kind of check out. Yes, so he began his 60-day prison sentence for his role in the January 6th Capitol riot. The Capitol riot, where we ended up getting a new release of footage of people peacefully walking through the Capitol and in some instances being guided around by police officers, but don't worry about that. Shroyer, who did not enter the Capitol building during the attack, so he didn't trespass. Okay, had the sentence handed down to him in September for amping up the mob with chants. Ooh, that furthered the riot is a sensitive moment. What were those chants, by the way? Oh, okay, at the time the crowd had gathered at the Capitol protest, yes, the 2020 election. Prosecutors argued that while Shroyer did not enter the Capitol, many of those who listened to him did. Oh, what the fuck? They also pointed to an agreement Shroyer signed in 2019. Okay, so something that happened before this. Oh, okay. Many of those who after he interrupted a congressional hearing. Oh my God, so he's just as bad as Jamal Bowman, somebody else who didn't go to jail for interrupting a federal proceeding. Oh, okay, cool. He agreed not to use loud, threatening, or abusive language, or to engage in any disorderly or disruptive conduct. Yeah, like entering the Capitol, which he didn't. Okay, at any place upon the United States Capitol grounds. Did he go to the Capitol? No. Okay, looks like he still adhered to that agreement, right? He signed an agreement. Okay, is it a legally binding agreement, or he signed it? It was actually on the other side of a napkin he signed of a fan that came up. It's like, oh my God, Owen Shroyer, can I go ahead and get your signature? Can I get your autograph? Conservative host Owen Shroyer, who has shadowed his boss Alex Jones on January 6th, who they would have liked to get the scalp of, but the only time that you see Alex Jones on January 6th footage, he's standing with a megaphone saying, don't go into the Capitol building, and Owen's right there. So I'm just wondering how they caught him on this one. Oh, right, guilt by association. We understand. However, he announced plans to appeal his sentence. Well, yeah, of course, but he's already served it, so legal system, right? On October 25th, it was announced on his, his Twitter, X account, whatever, that the presenter had been temporarily placed in solitary confinement at the Federal Correctional Institution, Oakdale, in Louisiana, per ongoing COOF safety protocols. It is 2023. COOF protocols. Okay. Back in 2020, FCI Oakdale became the site of the first fatal coronavirus outbreak. Yes, that man was fatally tested positive after getting stabbed 22 times. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Derek Chauvin by an FBI informant in the federal prison system. Breaking. We have confirmed through a source, the FCI Oakdale prison, that Owen is doing well and remains in good spirits. With that said, unfortunately, he's being held in solitary confinement until Monday, October 30th, per the facility's absurd/pathetic COOF intake protocols. Yeah, totally makes sense, right? You need to go into quarantine. I'm not sick. Shut up. We're still doing this? Yeah. The Marjorie Taylor Greene was doing a bunch of saber rattling, hopefully to, ingratiate herself with the deep-pocketed InfoWars supporters because, well, she doesn't really do anything unless there's, something that can benefit her bottom line. Not a fan. I think that she's a total fucking grifter, but it is what it is. Shroyer's sentence, which was half of the 120 days that the Justice Department asked for, caused a fierce debate last month. Yeah, because, okay, as I've read through this article, still don't necessarily know what he's being charged with, or rather was convicted with some arguing it wasn't long enough and others criticizing the sentence as a violation of free speech. Yeah, exactly. He said loud things at the Capitol. Okay, cool. A lot of people did. Why him specifically? Norm Pattis, who represented Alex Jones in the Sandy Hook lawsuit, told Newsweek the court held that Mr. Shroyer's protected speech was a relevant offense conduct warranting imprisonment. This is shocking. Mr. Shroyer did trespass. He pleaded guilty to that, but punishing a journalist for his speech and disinformation is shocking. Pattis, also representing January 6th defendant Edward Lang, in his appeal to the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, Trump has been indicted for his alleged attempts to overturn the election. Yeah, I bet you that one's going to go about as fucking well as predicted. But yeah, okay, this all boils down to Owen Shroyer said some things, gets to spend 2 months in jail. Fantastic stuff. Let's go ahead and compare and contrast that with somebody who is actually a criminal. Y'all remember Mizzy? Y'all remember Mizzy from earlier this year, the stupid little TikTok prankster who would film himself breaking and entering into people's places, hijacking a train, violating court orders repeatedly throughout 2023, actually looking like a more insufferable asshole on Piers Morgan Live than Piers Morgan himself. Like, this kid is a very exceptional individual. But around the same time that Owen Shroyer was thrown into the clink, Mizzy was hit with a ban to stay off of social media after an entire year of the judicial system telling him he needs to stay off of social media. Did he? Of course not. What the fuck do you think? Okay, he's a protected class after all. TikTok prankster Mizzy has been banned from using social media after he was found guilty of posting videos without consent. And again, breaking and entering, being thrown into correctional facilities multiple times throughout 2023. But this time, Judge Matthew Bone, overseeing the 19-year-old's trial at Stratford Magistrates Court on Thursday, slammed O'Garo, Mizzy, okay, Mizzy between friends, lacking all credibility after he denied 4 counts of breaching the order. He ordered the father of one. Somebody hey man, clout's clout, right? And these bitches don't actually care. I want a ninth guy. No. You're going to go ahead and fuck the Mizzies of the world. Okay, let's keep it a buck. Yeah, except to send messages until he is sentenced next month. Oh, you don't do that. We'll sentence you. And it's like, okay, cool. If you're just going to go ahead and let him go out there on the stroll, whatever, man. That he could go to prison for the offenses he had committed. Comes out after O'Garo's defense lawyer, Paul Lennon, revealed to the court earlier on Thursday that his client had been arrested on suspicion of perverting the course of justice. Yeah, if you've been paying attention to this, even a little bit throughout 2023, he's been flaunting his flagrant offense of the justice system. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But okay, this kid gets all the rope in the world to hang himself. And he does it time and time again. And then you have the police officers out here going, oh, you got a license for that rope? And then they just continue to just bring him back down there and just wag their finger at him. Don't you do that again. But this time, finally, he faces repercussions and he gets 18 weeks. 18 weeks for breaking and entering, assaulting, making a mockery of the justice system. He gets 18 weeks for 18 fucking weeks. And Owen Shroyer, I understand that it's totally different justice systems, but this is still the Western world after all. But somebody who has documented evidence, a laundry list of documented evidence of them being fucking criminals, and it takes them that long to come around to this stuff, unfucking believable. The TikTok prankster Mizzy has been jailed for 18 weeks by a judge who said his videos were not funny. Well, no, it was a little bit more than that. This wasn't just simply, I'm going to throw you in jail because you're a shitty comedian, because the entire cast of SNL would be thrown into fucking Alcatraz if that was the case. It's a little bit more than that. Mizzy, whose real name is, Bakari, piece of shit, was found guilty of 2 counts of breaching a court order prohibiting him from sharing footage of people without their consent at a trial last month. Judge Matthew Bone sentenced him to at the Stratford Magistrates Court on Tuesday to 18 weeks detention in a young offenders institution. Oh, great. So he's just going to be, surrounded by adoring fans, and he's 19. He's 19 and he goes to a YA facility. The fuck? Put bluntly, your pranks are not funny. No, they're also illegal. And he said the 19-year-old so-called pranks were motivated by a desire to be famous, receive money, and designer clothes from sponsors. Your actions caused innocent members of the public significant harm and distress. You claimed on national television the law was weak. Exactly. He did that on Piers Morgan specifically. Did an entire live stream breaking down that stupid interview. And yeah, showing multiple offenses that he committed. Walking into people's houses, stealing people's dogs, commandeering a train. You thought I was being hyperbolic with that one, but no. He actually did that, and that was after getting arrested in the first place. Holy fuck. Social media personality was found to have deliberately flouted the court's order prohibiting him from sharing videos of individuals without their permission within hours of it being issued on the 24th of May. The court showed footage shared on X that night featuring him in Westfield Shopping Centre, Stratford, after he appeared on Piers Morgan Talk TV show and mocked the British judicial system. The UK law is a joke. The video shared on a Snapchat account, which were also in breach, showed him grabbing hold of a schoolboy by his uniform, while another showed him fighting with a man with dwarfism. There was also one where he tried to jump over the head of an Orthodox Jew. Like, he's a real piece of shit. O'Garros claims that one of his friends who had access to his login details posted the video on X without his consent. You're still in it, stupid. Was dismissed by Bone as inconceivable. Yeah, of course, it doesn't matter. They're still under your control, and you took the video anyway, stupid. Speaking in the hearing, DCI Yasmin Lalani, of the Metropolitan Police said, I just think it is appropriate when you have a disregard for the law. I think it is a fitting sentence, and I hope he gets some help. Yeah, exactly. I hope he gets some help. Just look at, man, for somebody who is a verifiable criminal, a real piece of shit, somebody who is detrimental to public order, the way that he gets treated time and time again, given every single benefit of the doubt, and compare and contrast that with somebody who has words to say. I'm telling you, man, for as much optimism as I have for the future, the near future, I think it's going to get rough. In 2024, it's going to get even rougher than it is right now. I can guarantee that. 2024, man, it's going to be great. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.